Located just outside the city of Lethbridge is one of the first bird rescue facilities to be established in Western Canada. We called on Mary to take a trip down to the Alberta Birds of Prey Nature Centre, and as you'll see, she had a chance to get up close and personal with some pretty remarkable birds.
If you want, you can come down here. We can do this together. When you let him go, you know, if you just want to just cast him this way, it's just a gentle guiding motion like that, and he will just take off.
3, 2, 1.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cool feeling to release and then watch as this owl flew off to return to its natural habitat. But then this facility has been doing this kind of work since 1983, and on average takes in between 50 to 75 birds a year that require rehabilitation or medical attention.
So when we have injured birds come in, quite often we can treat them on site if it's fairly minor. But for things like x-rays and any surgical procedures, then we take them into the clinics in our nearby city of Lethbridge.
What really sets this center apart from many other rescue centers is the fact visitors are welcomed and in fact get a rare opportunity to see part of the rehabilitation process.
Here we like to actually take the birds out, fly them, so that people can actually see what these birds are like, you know, when they're flying in the wild. And it's also our way of exercising the birds in captivity. Some of the visitors can actually reach out and touch, can even have them perch on their arms for photographs. And what we're hoping to do is really get young people inspired and a lot more interested in wildlife, and just give them learning opportunities that they actually don't get in many other places across Alberta and around the world, actually.
During the summer months, the exercise area is open to the public, and it's an opportunity to provide more information about these birds of prey.
We're also able to take them out of a cage, because sometimes a cage can be quite harmful to a bird's feathers. And you notice when he's flying here, his feathers are in really, really good condition. He gets a lot more exercise than if he's in a confined area. They also keep their feathers in really, really nice condition, and that'll help for when they go back to the wild as well.
This particular eagle had been poisoned, and Colin is optimistic it may be able to return to the wild soon. But in the meantime, it's bath time for this eagle.
Since he is blind, he doesn't really get a lot of stimulation, so this is something that's quite good for him.
Being able to connect with the public is a very important part of the center, and also provides a great way to showcase the work industry is doing to help protect these birds from man-made obstacles.
Well, power lines, are a bit of a double-edged sword. They can be hazardous, so that's why, us working with Fortis Alberta, they're really concerned about the effects of power lines on some of our birds of prey, so they've set up this educational display, and they can add a lot of hardware to try to make them safer. Power poles are often really good perching places that all the birds of prey gravitate to, because they're out in the open and they're up really high, and that of course gives them a really good vantage point to hunt from.
Another great attraction to the center is the wetland area.
That's the cool thing about this place. It's not just the hawks, falcons, eagles, and owls, but it's this amazing wetland we have around us. So it's a real great living, breathing example of how you can actually have some really cool, really biodiverse micro ecosystems right next to an urban area and have lots of wildlife viewing opportunities as well. It's always the trickiest part, just getting them out of the box. Just like little rockets, these guys.
Of course, all the work to get these birds healthy pays off when the day comes for their release.